Howdy guys, we're doing a bit of a different video today. I'm going to show you how to use Google Earth Pro, which is a free program from Google, to find underwater features that you might not usually be able to find, especially in lakes that are not mapped, and if you don't have electronics. Like I don't currently have electronics, so finding these features can be pretty difficult. You just kind of have to go by feel. This gives you a little bit more concrete information. You can kind of figure out what's going on below the water. So let's just get right into it. I've got just like a little neighborhood lake here. It's not mapped. You can't really tell too much from the surface. You can tell there's a creek channel here. You can see there's two islands, but it doesn't really tell you much of what's going on below here. So the way we're going to do this is you click this little icon here. It says show historical imagery. Looks like a clock that's going in reverse. Okay, and it'll pull up imagery from, in this case, as far back as 1995. So what you want to do is go to a year that was a really heavy drought year. So in our case here in Texas, that was 2011. And so you can see this lake is way down. Okay. And now it's revealing anything that was, you know, in this case, probably 5 feet underwater. So now we want to mark this stuff. So I'm going to show you some different tools to do that. We're going to start off with the pin tool. Okay, so you just drag it to where you want it to be. So we're going to mark that little spot, and we'll just call it a hump. We're going to mark 2 more just over here. We'll also call them humps. They can be named the same thing. It's not going to be upset about it. Alright, we'll do this last one over here. Alright, so those are real good for marking small things, you know, like a hump, small spots. If there was a really good spot you wanted to mark, like if you want to mark this dock, but you like just this left corner, you can mark just that left corner with the tip there. Okay. So moving on, we want to mark some of these bigger objects, these sandbars. So we're going to use the polygon tool for that. Okay. So what you do, click the tool, and then you just click around the object to add points. Okay, so it gets kind of difficult whenever it wants to cover the entire shape like it just did, but we have the gist of it there. Okay, so we're going to call this a sandbar, and you know, that looks alright. So you have this object here that has kind of rough edges. I'm going to show you a different way of drawing it. Instead of clicking the points, you can just trace around with your mouse. Click and hold and trace, and it'll kind of give you a little bit better, more smooth representation of what's there. So we're just going to call that sandbar as well. Okay. And the final tool that I use is the line tool. It's good for, here, let me move this first. It's good for like creek channels or road beds. So here's, you know, the creek channel that we could already see. You know, in that case, it's not really necessary. But if you had a small lake that had an exposed roadbed during the drought, but you couldn't see it whenever the lake is full, then that'd be a good time to use that. So we're just going to go back to present imagery, and you can just click that again to turn it off. And so you can see that these persist. They still hang around. So you may be wondering, okay, we did this, it's on the computer, what's the point? So you can go over here and click on your place folder and save it. So we're going to save it as tutorial just for this example. And then from there you can email it to yourself. Okay, so you email it, type in your email and send it. And what you want to do is you want to download the Google Earth app on your phone. I'll leave links in the description, but you want to open this email on your phone and open the file, and it should open in the Google Earth app. So what's helpful with that is that the Google Earth app will let you track your location like you can in Google Maps. So you'll see the little blue dot that represents you, and you can bring your boat over. Let's say you want to be right here. You can put the dot right there and then cast to these shapes that you've drawn here. And so it's really helpful for things like that, or if you want to sit, you know, right in between the shore and the hump here and cast to the hump, cast to the shore. It gives you, I mean, it's basically like poor man's electronics. So yeah, so that's what I've started using. I'm hoping to get out the next couple days and I can show you a video of this in action. So if you like this type of video, just leave a like, leave a comment, tell me what you think. If y'all like them, I can try and put out more of these style videos. So until next time, thanks and gig 'em.